In the May issue of New Mexico magazine, Culinary editor Cheryl alters Jamison features recipes from some of New Mexico's top chefs. And one of them is in our Builder Source kitchen today. And I've been waiting to say this for years. We welcome Jennifer James. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
It's so good to finally have you here. I've called you. I told you I can't wait till you're finally on this show. And Cheryl, always good to have you, of course.
Oh, it's a pleasure, of course. And I'm delighted to be here with Jennifer.
Well, I love
one of our
this.
May issue's top chefs.
Oh, this is a great issue, guys. And let's start with talking to Jennifer a little bit because she's the owner and chef of Jennifer James 101 right here in Albuquerque, and it's a huge hit. Let's talk a little bit about the restaurant first.
We're a tiny little space on Manal, tucked in between San Mateo and Washington. We're constantly changing. It's fresh, it's local. We're small, but try to be
But
mighty.
you're big in all kinds of ideas and
by the way,
aspirations.
let's just say, because it's small, it also keeps it very busy, so it's good to make reservations,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely, for sure.
It gets really busy. And a lot of the reason it's so great, not only because of great customer service and atmosphere, but also signature dishes. What are some of your signatures?
I think our signature is just the clean, fresh food. We change everything so much that emails are big for us. Like, you never know what we're going to get and what we're going to have.
It's very
and with the
seasonal
seasons
and
and
fresh.
food. So, but you know, people I think know us for our foie gras and our fish and our creativity and just the local things that we use. So.
Yes, and obviously it's working.
Simple, good food there.
No doubt about it. And as we said in the May issue of New Mexico magazine, readers can get some great recipes, including the recipe for the prosciutto wrapped halibut. I know that's in there.
Yes.
But today you're going to
Very
make
simple
something
thing.
different, right? What is today's
Yes.
menu?
Well,
Kind of a surprise
you know,
here. Yeah.
It's fond of my heart. I try to get people to eat all parts of the animal. So we do a lot of offal and we do kidneys and livers and everything, but today I brought some beef tongue, which is an easy start for a lot of people because it's absolutely delicious.
Take us
So I
through
just
the
wanted to
steps.
show you from beginning the starter. So don't, you
doctor.
know,
Yes.
Reveal.
So-
Reveal. Yes.
this is the beginning, and this is a Wagyu beef tongue.
Okay.
And
Which
it's
is a very
really
good
simple.
beef.
You just put this in. You could put it in your crock pot, leave it overnight with some onions, garlic, whatever. Wake up and it's going to be done and delicious. Yeah. It's so easy.
You can do this, Nikki.
Yes, if I can do it, you can do it.
And you can do so many things with it too. So in the end, you cook it, and then you peel off the skin.
Okay.
So then you have this cooked, wonderful beef tongue, which you
that.
can use in tacos. You can use in
And
salads.
that's very popular.
It tastes
tacos
just
around
like
here.
roast beef. It's
Oh,
absolutely
wow.
delicious.
See, I'll have to try it. I really want to because I'll be honest with you. I love my meat. All right, I've made no secret about that in the last 3 years on New Mexico style. So, you know, but this is something I really haven't tried. So it tastes like roast beef?
Yes.
I trust you if you say
Yes.
so. Cheryl?
Yes.
Yeah,
Good.
you're
You'll
giving me
like
the-
it? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
now,
it does not have an organ flavor.
Not at all. Some of them
Yeah.
do, and I would warn you if it did. This is just like roast beef.
well, and
so,
I know the restaurant wouldn't be as popular as it is if it didn't have great taste, obviously.
There's a nice density to it, though, that's really good.
yeah, and you cook it until it's absolutely tender.
Okay.
And you can kind
Yeah,
of shred it.
falls
So then
apart.
what's the next step here?
I'm just going to make a little dressing to go
nice.
with it.
Okay.
I love a horseradish dressing with my roast beef. So this is just a little sour cream, and then
Okay.
we make our own mayonnaise at the restaurant.
Yum. Yes.
So
Best way
we
to
use
do it.
I
and
love horseradish.
Olive oil,
proportions
too?
are up to you. Yeah, we use canola because we usually use our mayonnaise as a base for
for
a
other
lot of
things,
things.
so
So we
yes,
have it
so it's a
stocked.
neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
you know, I want to mention to viewers because there are a lot of people concerned with different nutrition and dietary needs, and the restaurant is actually gluten-free friendly and vegan friendly also. So, I mean, obviously, a lot of people watching that are meat lovers are going to love this, but there are other people out there who might say, "Well, what about me?" So, what are the alternatives?
Well, we're
have so
lucky at
many
our
good
restaurant
vegetable
because we
things.
have one chef who's a meat lover, and we have one chef who is a vegetable lover.
Okay.
So they're usually, you know, paired very well together or on their own.
Okay.
And we change so often that if it's not, you know, something you can have on the menu right at the time, there will be, you know, or we can do something. But we've always cooked gluten-free. I mean, there's very little gluten in our cooking. So that wasn't an issue, and it became,
Yeah.
to the forefront. We're like, well, this is kind of what we do anyway.
Now, I just saw real quickly you add some horseradish, salt, pepper.
Oh, doesn't this smell good?
Oh, it smells fabulous.
Yeah,
horseradish, yes.
yeah, and I
love
love the
horseradish.
horseradish. You can add as
Yeah.
much or little as you
I
want.
love
I'm
it.
with you.
So
Let's have a lot.
I'm like trying to get it all in there.
And while you're mixing that up,
Okay.
I want to just talk to Cheryl for a moment because, like I said, this is a great issue. We talked to Dave about it the other day.
Right.
And obviously, Jennifer's one of our favorite chefs that's featured. But who are some of the other chefs?
Well, what I did this month was feature people who have gotten James Beard Award designations in terms of semifinalists, finalists, and in one case, a winner previously for Best
Yes.
Chef from the Southwest. And we have a wonderful spread here that has Jennifer on one side from here at Albuquerque, Charles Dale, who actually got his nominations when he was working in Colorado, but he's been in New Mexico now a number of years, and we've claimed him as our own since he's done so much for the restaurant scene up in the Santa Fe area. And he has a new place called Bouche in Santa Fe.
Okay.
Wonderful. You got to
Ooh.
get up here to try
La
that.
Bouche, your mouth.
And yes, that's right. And then Frederick Mueller, who has El Mez up in Taos.
Oh, they've
and
been
that
here.
is I know he's been here, and oh, it's such good food and kind of from the Mediterranean and the Middle East to New Mexico in terms of the
Exactly.
menu. And then Martin Rios, who you had last week,
We
I
sure
think.
did. Yes, he
oh,
made
with
his
that
delicious
fabulous
spring pea soup.
Yes, that
Oh.
is one of the best dishes. Yeah.
It was delicious.
And then James Campbell Caruso, who is the chef at La Boca and Taberna La Boca. And I can't not mention Mark Kiffin,
Yes.
who's been a Southwest winner in the past.
Lots
actually,
of winners
for-
and more
yes.
winners right here. Of course.
Look
What's
at
the
this.
final? What's the final step, Jennifer?
So your tongue is cooked and chilled. I chilled it overnight.
Okay.
And you just slice it really thin, or
slice
shred
it
it and chop it,
beautifully.
whatever you're doing. So we slice it really thin.
Okay.
And it's just going to be, a little appetizer or starter.
Okay.
A few pieces of the tongue, and we have some roasted red beets.
Ooh, those
Oh,
are so
nice.
pretty.
Good. It's nice and healthy,
Great
but it's
this
got your
season.
protein. You've got your veggies.
Yeah, and then as much or as little. I usually do a little
yes.
salt over the beef.
And when we come
then
back, we'll
the
show all the
dressing.
rest of the finishing touches and taste. But first, I want to
That
tell our
sounds
viewers
good.
real quickly how they can find you.
884-3860. We're on Manal. We're easy to miss, so look for the little
Yes.
Jennifer James 101.
It is a big sign.
In between Washington and Manal.
Exactly. And we will be looking forward to eating when we come back. But first, I want to let you know how you can get that New Mexico magazine that I rave about every month.
Thank you. We love you doing that. And you can go to nmmagazine.com for that and click on subscribe.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Thank you both so
Okay.
much. And we're going to be eating when we come back. Thank you.
Today's chef appearance is sponsored in part by Ben E. Keith Food Service Distributors.
Cheryl Alters Jamison and Jennifer James in the kitchen. Let's tell everybody one more time what you've made for us today.
This is a salad of sliced beef tongue with some roasted beets and horseradish cream.
Oh, it looks beautiful, Jennifer.
Sure
Thank you
does.
so much. And we're excited to taste, but first we want to thank all of today's guests for joining us. We enjoyed our hats thanks to the Old Town Hat Shop.
That was so much fun. What a great show today. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you stick with us. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everybody.
Yes, and for anything you need to know, go to our website at casa.com. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the beautiful weather.